Yo, what bring that one back. Starting from the top.
If that's your girl and why she hear my boy, she must be last. Take her niggas bare foot in the sand, she scared of jazz. Her name is Charlie. Jazz, she gets some jazz. And she tell me she gon' tat my name right up above her. Back disrespectful, but man I think that is simple. So first big up to Born Boy, but I might snatch up Twinkle. Play this no radio, cut this thing sound like a jingle. Send this to GD and to Lima, we going Bringle. Cause I get loot like Dr. Luke and that's the truth. And plus I cute, and all my strap them legal. Me no gangster, but please don't get shoot. All my boy them quick to bust, all your partner them is sus. I worth about 8 figures and no walk around in dirty truck. This another one. This another one, 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 this
If she call, we could talk. If she text me, she best send nude. I know you was her mom when I pull up your best move. I was all on the couch with your gal, even left you clues. I leave my socks in the house, when I come back, you getting removed. We don't do clubs with the gal them inside they fetting. It ain't no VIP if the VI in your section. Do you smell what it rock cooking? These man take a talking wrestling.
Talk to me, Timo.
Treat you like one of my exes.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Say ain't no VIP if VI in your section.
To the hood like under my shoes have velcro.
Talk to me nice.
That's your girl.
Or not at all.
Tell you.
It's 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI, and Bush T in the morning, each and every weekday morning.
another one. This another one.
Yes, this another one. Another awesome morning. How y'all doing? How you feeling? St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, Tortola, BVI, Puerto Rico. How y'all feeling this morning? Yes, it's your girl Neeks. You already know what time it is. Grab a cup and pull up. It's that time, baby. How y'all feeling this morning? It's hump day. Wednesday, 10 days into the 6th month of the year. We are 10 days into the month of June. All right. So I hope everybody done crushing those goals. You still got some time to make it happen. Don't wait till the end of the year to be like, oh my God, I missed another one. Oh, no. We want to be celebrating, toasting to all that we accomplished, all the growth, all the all the positivity, all the ways that we have been true to self, okay? And being that, not just on a self level we elevating, but on a communal level also, we're really going through a lot of changes and we're hoping for even more changes in the right direction. So, here's a little positivity for you for your morning. Hope you have your cup and your hot, you have your water hotting up because it's about to get started. It's Bush morning and definitely looking forward to spending my morning with you. Shout out to everybody that's on the TuneIn app, everybody that's on the Facebook Live. Good morning. How y'all doing? Everybody that's on the YouTube Live, morning chat. How you doing? All right, want to remind you guys for all interviews, advertising, anything you need from 101.3, you can make sure to give us a call. Hit us up at 340-204-8512. That's the number to call for advertising and interviews specifically, okay? Any information, sponsorships, whatever the case is, that's how you can get in touch with us, okay? That's the fastest way. Refrain from messaging us our social media pages because I promise you're probably going to sit there for some time. Hey, it's just the way it is, man. I can't say much about it. Social media, they get too much back and forth, too much, unnecessary stuff. People got businesses to run. So make sure that you are using the information that we're putting out. All right. Also be sure to follow us on social media, even though we don't require that, you send us a message on social media. Just follow us on social media page, share the page. Tell somebody to tell somebody. 101.3 Roe FM is here to stay. All right. So that's 101.3 Roe FM on all streaming platforms, all social media platforms, all that good stuff. All right. Gotta say a huge shout out to our sponsors this morning. Gotta say a huge shout out to My Lord Variety Store and Smoke Shop right there in the Barron Spot Shopping Center, doing it big all the time. Shout out to you. Everybody, there's always love for show. They say come explore and experience true variety at My Lord Variety Store, conveniently located in Barron Spot Shopping Center. Come discover a world of delight from premium glassware, pipes, bongs, bowls, hookahs, CBD, and hemp rolling essentials. It have the largest selection of rolling papers this side of the Caribbean. Okay, that's a fact. I promise you. Google it. Now, wraps, papers, grinders, trays, lighters, and incense. Set the mood, stay fresh. And by fresh, I mean fresh to death. Okay, you got your body butters, your oils. You got everything from lotions, natural toothpastes, anything you possibly need to demand the money down them. Let me tell you, go on over to My Lord Variety Store and Smoke Shop. Also, it's summertime, so you know things are heating up. You can head there and get you something nice and cold to drink, get you a little snack in between the day, in between your meals. And it's the perfect place for you to get all your memorabilia and everything that you need to represent where you're from. Okay, big shout out. So they're open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right. And they're open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Be sure to give them a call to 340-779-3564. That number. And also you can reach them 340-690-5043. That number again is 340-690-5043. Give them a call. Take a step in there. You can also play to win a Caribbean Lottery, scratch-offs, Powerball, Pick 3, Pick 4, Payday, and so much more. So make sure you go and check them out. Also got to say a huge shout out to Liberty VI. Liberty VI is doing it big with their True Fiber Fridays. They have free installation every Friday, and regardless of whether you install, you sign up on Friday for your installation, you get a money back guarantee for your installation for True Fiber Fridays. Okay, so make sure you go and check them out. All right. Oh, yes. Make sure you do that, because what do they say? They say a name don't change all infrastructure. They say if your internet still slows down, disconnects, or struggles every storm, then what has really changed? Shots fired. Listen, they say stop paying for one problem after another. Liberty True Fiber delivers underground fiber, symmetrical speeds, and reliable connectivity built for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now with 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay, guaranteed in all caps. Now visit libertyvi.com today for more information, or you can head on over to their Sunny Isles location, or they also in Crown Bay on St. Thomas. Shout out to you. Oh, yes. Also, can't forget our friends over there at the Flaming Grill STX, doing it big. Today is Wednesday. Let me see. What do we have on the menu for the specials today? None other than chicken and shrimp with, what I mean? Oh, it's lo mein. Sorry. My bad. So, yes, chicken and shrimp lo mein. You want to go over and check it out. That's a special for today. Today. Make sure you go and check it out. That's the Flaming Grill STX, the Queen Mary. If you're headed west, right past UVI, you can't miss it, so don't miss it. Across the street from the Ag Fair grounds, you bank that little left turn right before you head to the BMV. If you go over the first speed bump, you've gone too far. That is the Flaming Grill STX, formerly known as Spicy Grill. So go and check them out. All right, get you something nice and hot. They got specials each and every day. Yesterday was roti. Today they got chicken and shrimp lo mein. That's a great lunch special indeed. And don't forget, they got everything for everybody. All right, they got burgers, they got their lunch menu, they got sides, they got kids orders, they got salads, they got veggie plates as well. So something for everybody, and they got wraps. So make sure go and check them out. That's 340-778-6270. The Flaming Grill, where they turn it up a notch. They add a little spice or something nice. All right, make sure you check them out. Oh yes. All right. Also, guys, we have some important announcements that we have to make before we get into our tea time portion of the morning. All right, there's an experience that's taken over on Levels on Saturday, June 13th, beginning at 10 p.m. All right, come and enjoy the best in R&B, hip-hop, Afrobeats, dancehall, reggae, and Bram all night long. Think. Okay, let me see your driver. Don't stop at all. They say gather your crew and experience the atmosphere, the music, and the vibes you've been waiting for. It's free admission all night long. Plus, enjoy the exclusive upstairs lounge and delicious food from Zion Gift Kitchen. That's Experience at Levels, Saturday, June 13th from 10 p.m. until the vibe's done. Good music, great vibes, and one unforgettable experience. Don't Don't you miss it. All right. Again, that is Saturday, June 13th. So go check it out. Sound like a vibe for real. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, guys. So in more information to pass for you guys. Majestic Entertainment presents Vogue LaCroix. I got to put on my sexy voice for that. Let me tell you something. Vogue LaCroix. They coming with all the stars. The sweetest day party of the summer. And they say sweet, so don't take it lightly, just like Bush Tea. They're saying on Saturday, July 11th from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. 1 ticket, 2 luxury day party experiences. Join us for Peaches and Kareem at Eliana B Artistry Studio, featuring the best in Afrobeats, R&B, soca, and brunch vibes. Powered by DJ Chubby and DJ Shay. Or experience Barry Lux at Rehab Sports Bar and Lounge with the hottest rap, dancehall, and reggae songs from Kimo Dan and Party Jesus. Lord of mercy. We're getting Bob Toy. Only bought tickets $30, regular tickets $40, $50 at the door. So make sure you plan ahead, okay, and save that change because I said cheap. Now, VIP cocktails table for 4 at $4.50. Get your tickets today. VogueLacroix.com. That's VogueLacroix.com. Go check it out. Guys, we pay these bills real quick and we get right back into our tea time portion of the morning. It's your hostess with the mostest, Neeks. All right, and we'll be back after these messages. Don't touch that dial.
Everything Virgin Islands, 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI.
The best gifts, the ones they use every single day. This year, go with something that truly delivers. At T-Mobile, you'll find it all in one place. Like a Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 or the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus on us. And if you really want to step it up, get the Samsung Galaxy S26 with up to $800 off. And the best part, you can do it all without leaving your house. Just visit T-Mobile.com or call 1-800-T-MOBILE to have it delivered straight to your door. This year, give a gift that truly delivers. All powered by our 5G network. Only with T-Mobile.
Hi, this is Stacey Plaskett, candidate for Governor of the Virgin Islands, alongside my running mate Milton Potter. For nearly 12 years, I've had the honor of representing the Virgin Islands in Congress. During that time, I fought to ensure that Virgin Islanders are treated fairly and that our territory receives the resources we deserve. One of the accomplishments I'm most proud of is the work we did after Hurricanes Irma and Maria. In 2018, I successfully changed federal law so that the Virgin Islands could rebuild stronger and better than before the storms, rather than simply replacing what was lost. That change opened the door to more than $6 billion to completely rebuild our power system so every Virgin Islander could have affordable, reliable electricity. Today, nearly 9 years after the storms, Virgin Islanders are still experiencing road blackouts, power failures, and uncertainty. Despite the dedication of WAPA's operators, linemen, and staff, families and businesses continue to suffer. Food spoils, businesses lose money, medication is put at risk, children struggle to do homework, seniors sit in the heat wondering when the lights will come back on. We are tired, we are frustrated, and we have every right to be. What frustrates me most is that there are actions we can take right now. For years, I have spoken publicly about federal resources, technical support, and emergency assistance that could help stabilize our energy system while long-term rebuilding continues. I've pushed for solutions because the people of the Virgin Islands deserve solutions. The reality is that only the governor and lieutenant governor have the authority to direct government actions. My frustration with securing resources and not seeing them improve people's lives is one of the reasons Milton Potter and I are running. I've repeatedly said that we should treat this energy crisis as the emergency that it is. A governor can declare a local energy emergency and request additional federal assistance, That is not an admission of failure. That is leadership. Last year, when Puerto Rico faced severe grid instability, leaders pursued federal support to help stabilize the system and assist residents. The Virgin Islands should pursue every available option as well. A local energy emergency and request for federal assistance can bring technical experts, emergency equipment, temporary generation, and additional support to help stabilize the grid. It can also help unlock programs such as DSNAP, providing food assistance to families during emergencies. Instead of dismissing options, we should be pursuing every tool available to help the people of the Virgin Islands. Because leadership is not about explaining why something can't be done. Leadership is about doing everything possible to solve a problem. Stabilization only the beginning. We must finally rebuild the system we already have funding to rebuild. We must lower electricity costs, we must improve reliability, and we must create an energy future that is worthy of the people of the Virgin Islands. For more details on our energy plan and our vision for the future of WAPA, visit plasketpotter.com. I was raised by Crucian parents who taught me that failure is not an option. You do not ignore it. You do not accept it. There is no place for leaders who are complacent, silent, or accept a broken system. Leaders solve problems. Too many times I've been told what Virgin Islanders can't have. Every time I have worked to prove that we can. We can have affordable, reliable electricity. We can improve healthcare. We can strengthen education. And we can build a government that delivers results. Milton and I can deliver progress you can see and feel. If you are tired of excuses, if you are tired of blackouts, and if you are ready for leadership that will use every tool available to get results, I ask for your vote. By July 2nd, register to vote or change your registration to Democrat so that on August 1st, you can vote for Stacey Plaskett and Milton Potter for governor and lieutenant governor. 2 proven leaders, 2 records of results, 1 team delivering the future our families deserve. Look for number 2. Vote for the power of 2. Thank you, and God bless the Virgin Islands of the United States of America.
Sponsored by VIAC.
Attention Caribbean lottery players! Powerball presents the new double play feature with a top prize of $10 million. So now, play Powerball with Powerplay and the new double play option for just an additional $1. With double play, get an additional draw after the Powerball drawing on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for more chances to win. Visit nearest Caribbean agent and play Powerball with Powerplay and double play today.
Whoa, whoa. This the VA Star Boy Bugsy Bogs Busy Bee. And I'm representing for the Street Addressing Initiative. You know all the roads are St. John don't got names, like fully covered men. So let's push for the completion and St. Croix and St. Thomas. There you go. You choose, you choose, you choose, you choose. Whatever you want to be in the road. You choose, you choose, you choose, you choose. However you want to be in the road. Hey, click the link and pick a name. Name the road. Pick a name. Pick a name. I demand a new topic and name. Click the link and find the address. Hey, let me get the address. Never find the address. Just find the address. Name the road. Hey, let me get the address. Just find the address. Hey, let me get the address. Name the street. Hey, let's find the address. Hey, let's get the address. Yeah. This message was brought to you by the office of the Lieutenant Governor, man.
From the VI Radio Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Rob Carroll. We've got a weak tropical wave near 60 degrees west this morning, and that's going to be working its way towards us. May lead to a little bit of cloudiness later this afternoon and perhaps a shower or two towards evening and perhaps overnight into tomorrow. It doesn't have, as I said, a lot of moisture associated with it. We've got a relatively dry air mass in place. Looks like moisture will hang around probably through tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll start to get back into some more Saharan dust over the weekend. Partly to mostly sunny this morning, partly sunny this afternoon. Chance of a shower by late in the day, 85 to 90. We could see a couple of showers around tonight, lows 75 to 80. Sun and clouds tomorrow, maybe a passing shower too, 85 to 90. Then partly sunny, breezy Friday, 85 to 90. Offshore, east Today, they're going to run at about 5 to 15 knots. The waves 1 to 3 feet, less off the western side of the islands. Your chance of rain offshore this morning, less than 30%. From the VI Radio Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Rob Carolyn.
Okay. Well, I tell you my research worldwide. I'm from Sacramento, girl, and I really have nothing to hide, you know. I know the girl ever tell me, watch out. I want the woman I really want, no machine gun Kelly. Woman I really want, a man with soft like a jelly. Woman I want, I know if you work out the belly. All night long, whoa, whoa. Woman I really want, a man with can't do no damage. Definitely don't want a man with can't manage. Woman I want, a man with eat the fish and drink the porridge. Want a man with work down long. Woman I want a man with work good and strong. Woman I want a man to make you sing love song. Woman I want a man to make you moan. I'll sing baritone. Do that on the piano, rank. Woman I want a man
Hey,
to make you twist and turn. Woman I want a man to make the things like the burn.
talk to me, talk to me.
Let them feel sweet, good boy, that is our concern. So I want a woman I
Yes, you are tuned in to 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI. Don't forget the VI. It's not UVI, it's not me VI, it's we VI, baby. And you know what I love about that? You know why I push that so much? Because at the end of the day, you can't fix nothing when you're casting blame all over the place. And you're pointing fingers and saying, they do, he do, they do, we do. It's we. We do it. Like Peanut say, it was me. But we gotta sing, it was we. Yes, this is Machine Gun Kelly by Spraga Benz. Representing his whole archipelago. You already know, Caribbean people. Let me see you put your 200 in the air. Hey, if you love representing where you're from, you love being from one of these amazing islands in this archipelago, up, down, lesser, greater, east, west, you name it, okay? Accent, regardless of what your accent is, all of we got accent, it's just different, you know what I mean? Regardless of how you does make your johnny cake and roll your roti and, you know? Regardless of how you don't eat your mango from the top or the bottom, it don't matter, it don't matter. I mean, it matter, you know, but it don't matter. Yes, I gotta say. I also want to say, guys, remember to register to vote. www.vivote.gov. All right, that's vivote.gov. Make sure you go and register or check your status. Okay, very important day. So make sure you go and you deal with that. Okay, it's big people conversation. I gonna hear the soak teeth them all now. Why you voting for? Ain't gonna change nothing. Well, that attitude definitely ain't gonna change nothing. But you know what? Even without making a decision, you still making a decision. So I gonna keep pushing and preaching because eventually I hoping you get so sick of me that you definitely just go and do it anyways. You know what? I could feeling guilty every time Neka Neekes say, go register to vote. Make sure you do that. All right. Now, also, I got a little shout out I wanted to say because, you know, ever so often I run into some awesome individuals that uplift my spirit, tell me great, great things, and make me feel on top of the wall. So I got to say a huge, huge shout out, and I hope I say your name right. Laurel from DA, she representing. Met her yesterday and she definitely made me feel on top of the wall, man. Shout out. I hope you're having a great day at work today, wherever you are, near or far. We getting them reps in or them steps in. You're at a gas station, you're getting your coffee, your butter bread, regardless of what it is. I just want you to know I appreciate you, darling. Shout out there, everybody that doing it big in one way or the next. Also, guys, so a few more announcements, and then we're gonna get into what a tea time Bush is today. Okay, shall we run through this a little quick? So, Levels in downtown Christiansted has a weekly lineup. Tuesdays, they got R&B Tuesdays. That's the Red Light District. Smooth R&B vibes drinks, specials, hookahs, and cigars starting at 7 p.m. Thursdays, they got the sit-down candidate conversations, meet and greet. You make sure you head there for that, okay? 6:30 is when it starts, followed by a live question and answer with the audience at 7 p.m. All right? Informative discussions and with community and candidates. Then you vibe after with great music, drinks, and food, okay? Because I will have the opportunity to get me some sushi. Shout out Kayan because you'd definitely be down there chefing it up the best way. It's an experience, man. I mean, politics, sushi, drinks, music, vibes. What more you want? I'm telling you. And to the candidates that are participating in all the sit-down panels, the shows, and putting yourself out there, making sure that you are reaching the community that's looking to you for leadership. Okay, now is not the time to be shy. Get on up and get on out there and let yourself be heard. We want to know, and don't be afraid of the difficult questions. All right, we're in a tumultuous time in our history. So, of course, you will be held to the accountability levels that feel, even if we feel like, we might have dropped the ball in terms of accountability in the past, we doing that this time. All right. So young or old, make sure that you are showing up for your community. Okay. All right. So that's Thursdays. Then Saturdays, they have this Saturday Night Live at Levels featuring DJ 101.3's very own alongside DJ Genius and Mr. Energy, bringing the energy all night long. Party starts at 10 p.m. So make sure you come on out. Sundays, Reminiscing Sundays. Take it back with the classics, old school hits, sushi, drinks, and hookahs starting at 7 p.m. With the cars are gas and everything right now. We ain't seeing too much people outside, but listen, do not be dismayed. You got to make sure you come on out so you can let off some of that stress. Okay? And there are very, very affordable ways for you to do so. So make sure you're doing that. So speaking of being rough right now, they got a boat that's being raffled. Enter for your chance to win a boat. All right. We are surrounded by water, so you're going to ask what you're going to do with that. Okay. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, you probably should set this one out. Oh, you could definitely find somebody who could teach you. But we want somebody who's going to take care of this boat to win the boat. One winner will take home the entire boat, okay? One ticket is $250. You spend $1,000, you receive one free ticket. Spend $2,000 and you receive two free tickets, all right? Now, make sure to go and check them out. You can pay with Cash App also at Louis Ilarasa 340. That's $ Louis Ilarasa 340. In-person payment option available. Also, be sure to go and follow their boating, okay? Or you can head on over to deboatraffle.com, www.deboatraffle.com. All right? Morning, Doug. How you doing? You good? Like your shirt. Oh, you coming in just to join me again today?
Just for a little bit.
Hey, ring the bell for that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just here going over this raffle that's taking place. You know, you could win a boat right now.
You can.
What would you do with a boat if you could win a boat in a raffle? You spend $250, you come out on top with a brand new boat. How would you feel?
It all depends really what size boat it is, if I enjoy it. But if I win a boat, hey, great.
See, it's a 2020 Hellcats Powerboat 30. Don't ask me what I mean because I don't know. It says the power is a twin 2023 Mercury 500R engines. All right. It got top speeds 120 miles per hour plus. All right. It's 30 feet long. Okay. The beam is 8.5 feet. Fuel capacity 120 gallons. Dry weight, that means out the water, right?
Yeah.
2,700 pounds. Now that's a boat.
That's a boat.
That's a boat, baby. $250 gets you in the raffle to win. Imagine that.
That is great.
I want to be on top. Buck
Hey.
Island, see me. I coming.
I see you Buck Island every Sunday.
Big road. Load the boat. Bring that cooler. Let's
Tell
go.
ya.
Up the road. Slap 101.3 Roe FM right on the side.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
that's it.
Hey, you don't like me. But yes, guys, make sure you go and check it out. Go follow Debout Boating. All right, you got to purchase your raffle tickets, receive confirmation of your entry, follow the page for updates, and the winner will be announced after the 3-month raffle period. Okay, so let's keep you up to date with that and more information. Also, Saturday, June 27, 2026. There's going to be an all-white affair cancer bashment going down. Music going to be juggling by DJ Genius, Mr. Energy, DJ Chubby, Party Genius, Star General, DJ Terrorist, DJ Selector, and DJ Aniello. So make sure y'all go and check that out. Doors open at 8:30 p.m. All right. Tickets on sale at The Farm and Strictly the Best. Tickets are $25. It's $40 at the door. So which one you choose? You know, last minute I always cost you a little more. But hey, go check them out at The Farm. That's DAHFARM. Get yours now. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. For sure. So, Doug, talk to me.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day. I'm
And that
actually
is.
giving thanks.
Oh, yes.
You know, being able to get up this morning, hey,
It's a lot
can't beat that.
You can't. You really can. It's a lot to be joyful for, you know?
There is.
A whole lot to be joyful for. But listen, before we even get into the tea time portion of the morning, I owe my listeners something. You understand? I didn't do it yesterday because, Monday I wasn't here.
Right.
But I didn't do it yesterday. And today is Wednesday. And they hear from me all day long so far. You know what? I need to start the show with this when I come in. I just had all these announcements and everything. Well, listen, I ain't forget to you. I ain't forget you at all.
Life, life, life. Celebrate life, celebrate life.
Talk to me now. Where are my Geminis at?
Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
We got about 10 more days of Gemini season.
Go on, vibe. Give thanks for life.
Next year we doing it again and again.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
Hey.
One more year on them.
That's right.
More life to your car with day till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend.
Remember the number to call, 340-715-7948. You can give us a call and wish your loved ones a happy birthday. Let them know they're being thought of. And you cutting the cake and you're celebrating. Take a shot for your loved one. Not really, but figuratively.
Cool and relax.
And not the wrong kind of shot neither, right, Doug?
That's right.
Oh, man. So I got to say a huge shout out to Tanya Raquel.
1 more year.
Elise Rose. Happy birthday, my love. She all the way in Georgia, living it up, doing it big and representing.
Yeah, my friend. 1 more year on them.
Frost Bass, good morning. Happy birthday. Ray Smith, happy birthday.
Yeah, still
PD.
we loving life. Is another.
They got Adonis Francis, Jerry Innes.
We not
And
paranoid.
we also celebrating yesterday because I didn't get to mention yesterday. So happy belated birthday to you guys.
We not go
Cujo Edwards,
negative.
Precious Gums,
Heart clean with health and strength when you are worried.
and Drive King Francis. Happy birthday.
Yeah, yeah, my friend.
Oh yes. Make sure y'all cutting a cake and celebrating the right way. Y'all are real deals. Happy solar return, happy Earth strong, happy all that good stuff.
More life to your car with day till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend.
Doug, if we don't celebrate ourselves, who gonna celebrate?
Hey,
Who?
you're supposed to love yourself
I'm
first.
telling you, you got to. But really and truly, we don't be so quick to spread negativity, hate,
Yeah.
problems, complaining. Yeah. No, we got too much to celebrate, and life is always at the top of that list.
Too much, man, to celebrate.
Man, every time you could do this.
You telling what?
Ooh, did you see that?
Ain't cost you nothing, right?
Nothing. Can't do that at the pump.
That's for
You
sure.
can't do that at the pump at all. Lord.
No way.
Life to your car with day till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend.
That's right. Real family don't have to pretend. What you say? Real
Yeah.
family don't have to pretend.
It's true. This month, I have 2 people in my family. This month is their birthday.
Ooh.
My brother and my sister, Desiree and Steven.
Shout them out.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Happy,
yes.
definitely.
Happy birthday to Doug's siblings.
Yeah.
Both are siblings, right?
Yes, they are.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. Life's been feeling heavy lately.
Talk to me, Deani.
To feel.
It's The Little Things by Deani and Sinizzle.
Yet somehow it all feels unreal. Wishing for some things I never noticed. Things that used to slip right past me. Funny how the world can shift in seconds. Change the way you see your journey.
All right, guys. So listen, we're going to get into the tea time portion of the morning and our historic individual, our VI historic highlight of the day. And then, Doug, we're going to jump in this conversation that we picked up on yesterday, correct?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Because, listen, we got some things to talk about and possibilities of districtizing the island. You know what, right? Districtizing.
District size.
District
Yeah.
sizing. District sizing. That's something about it just don't sound like Webster. I don't know. It don't sound accurate.
Districtized.
Districtize.
Yes.
That sounds more like it. Okay. All right. But okay. So guys, listen, as you know, our tea of the week this week is one I have never heard of, Doug. I don't know much about this particular tea, but I definitely I know it's one of these heavy hitters, and although I've never heard of it prior to researching our tea for this week, I definitely learned a lot in a little space of time, right? And it's called anamu. Are you familiar with anamu?
No, educate me.
Okay, so anamu, also known throughout the Caribbean as guinea hen weed, is one of the most powerful and respected traditional bush plants found in the region. All right. The plant has been used for generations in the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, Dominica, Jamaica, and other Caribbean islands as a natural remedy for everything from colds and flu symptoms to inflammation and general body cleansing. Now get this. Anamu tea is made by boiling the leaves, stems, and roots of the plants. The tea has a strong smell, often compared to garlic and sulfur. Right? That's what I said. I was like, that's serious.
That's a strong plant.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Garlic and sulfur? What? You can't breathe.
No.
So it says sulfur containing compounds naturally present in the herb cause the smell. Despite its pungent aroma, many Caribbean elders have long regarded anamu as one of the most effective bush remedies available. Traditionally, anamu tea is consumed when someone is feeling run down, congested, feverish, or fatigued. It has also been used as a blood cleansing tea and commonly associated with supporting the immune system. Some traditional healers have recommended it for joint discomfort, arthritis symptoms, inflammation, respiratory issues. That's when you can't do this.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
When it's a little more difficult, you could definitely get you some anamu tea. It's also great for seasonal illnesses and allergies.
Now, where is this grown? In the Virgin
Anywhere in the Caribbean.
Anywhere in the Caribbean?
Yeah, I guess you might have to look it up to see what it actually looks like, right? Because this is one of those I'm not familiar with. When you're adding out the others, I know what they look like. I know how to pick it. I could pick it myself, you know? But this one caught me off guard. But it says it's more commonly known as the guinea hen weed.
Never heard of it.
I had guinea bush or guinea grass.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the same thing.
No, I don't think so. No,
right?
no.
Right? Because guinea grass? Can't be the guinea grass I thinking about. Grows on the highway. Like what? No, dog. I'm sorry. But, you know, and that I wouldn't see it having that aroma either. But I don't know. I got to look this one up because this one caught me off guard. Now, it says beyond physical wellness, anamu has a long history in Caribbean spiritual traditions also. You know, when it grows over into that spiritual side, you know, it really serious.
It's funny because I've never heard any of the elders talk about it.
Me either. But you know, we had a time where we're getting further and further away from our roots, right? But you know that tends to happen because the taller the tree grows, the further it gets away from its roots. But we have to make sure that we stay connected.
Definitely.
This is one of the ways I try to make sure I keep eye on top of things.
Hey.
So definitely they say beyond physical wellness is great for the spiritual traditions, and in some communities it is believed to help ward off negative energy, sometimes incorporated into baths, right? You know, bush baths.
Right.
Washes and cleansing rituals. Now, modern research has examined some of the plant's antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial properties. Now, this is a plant for children, okay? However, it should not be considered a substitute for professional medical treatment because it is a strong herb. So pregnant women should just avoid, and individuals taking medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or blood thinning should also make sure that they consult a healthcare provider first before consuming it, whether in one time or regularly. It's strong.
I don't think they're going to know anything about that, though.
Listen, but it's strong, you know? So for those who to listen and definitely, because people will stop me and say, you know, I didn't know that. I went to go try that. Especially when we talked about eye bright and things like that. Some of these are going to bring back up again, you know, because, you know.
That do work, you know, the eye bright.
Eye bright works.
It works.
Noni bush too. Listen, touch it, girl, dog. You know what's up. You
true.
know what's
That's
up.
true.
You know what's up. Okay,
that is true.
That's why to give this information because you know the internet to push a lot of things, but you ain't pushing this. Okay.
The natural stuff,
I'm telling you,
they don't.
It doesn't. Yeah. So, and you know, the cost of living is constantly going up and up and up. So, for middle class and low class individuals, these are ways that we can take care of who? Self.
That we have always done. Our people have always done.
Okay. The old people let them say.
That's
and they ain't
right.
like yet.
No way. The only thing I knew my grandmother ever went to the hospital for was maybe say pressure.
Right.
But but there's plans for that.
Listen, much I don't read about that already. Every time I discover a new one, I'd be like, I didn't know that. I said, okay.
Hey man, the earth was designed.
There's a plant for everything.
That's
You got
right.
pink eye? Bush.
That's
Your
right.
skin itching? Bush.
Yeah.
You're allergic to mosquitoes? Bush. You have a bush for everything. And we have all of it here because unlike, the terrains in the States where it's been manipulated to only produce male species of plants, which is why it's so heavily pollinated right about now. Those are the effects of man mingling in things it did not design. You didn't make it. Stop touching.
Can't God's
Right.
work.
Right, exactly. But here, and that's why you can't go in the States and go anywhere and pick a fruit, right? I remember once in life, and that's when I was in boot camp in Chicago, we were marching, and I literally broke formation because I was like, oh my God, an apple tree! Like, it was an apple just right there on the tree. And I was like, ah! And my chief, thankfully, he was like, you know what, you're island girl, I gonna love you because it's okay.
That's so interesting, because where I was living in Queens,
Right.
it was the only apple tree in our backyard. There was nothing else.
Listen, and they watch us crazy when we tell them, oh yeah, we done picked it. They say, you pick fruits off your trees and eat them? That's gross. Where you from? Who raised you? Did you not know that that's how it was intended? Have you never heard of the Garden of Eden?
They heard the city.
Right. Hello.
Yeah.
Right.
Fast food.
I'm telling you. Buildings, cash registers. That's all they know. Listen, we done grab fish on the sea too. What do you think of that? I'm just saying, nature has everything that we need, and it always has. We just like to mingle in things. So stay true to your roots. We are organic beings, So why is it we're so pulled so far away from organic living? It's just weird to me. I don't know. A cat catches a mouse and it's normal, but we eat fruit off of a tree and it's, oh my God.
Half the time it's not what works, it's what society basically.
Exactly. It's mindset. So you gotta protect that.
True.
All right. Now our VI historical figure of the day, right? Tell me if you know this one, Doug. Ralph M. Pywanski.
Yes, I do.
Oh! Yes, listen, I'm telling you, we're doing this since March 1st. We have never repeated one.
Okay.
Never repeated one, and I'm telling you, the stories are just getting like my father like to say, Goda and Goda. Good morning, Daddy. All right, he helped me with this one as well too because sometimes I'd be like, I want something a little bit more impactful. This is what I want to talk about. Who can I think about? He said, oh, I got one for you. So shout out. He said, so Ralph Moses Pywanski stands as one of the most influential governors in Virgin Islands history. He was born in Charlotte, Amalia, St. Thomas in 1911. All right. Pywanski became the 7th appointed governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands, serving from 1961 to 1969. Before entering politics, Pywanski established himself as a successful businessman. His family's involvement in commerce and hospitality gave him firsthand knowledge of the opportunities and challenges facing the territory. This business background would later shape many of his policies as governor. Pywanski's administration coincided with a transformative period for the Virgin Islands. Tourism was expanding rapidly, air travel was becoming more accessible, and the territory was beginning to attract international attention as a Caribbean destination. Recognizing the opportunities, he championed infrastructure improvements, airport expansion, road development, and modernization projects designed to support economic growth. One of his most enduring contributions was his role in helping to expand the tourism industry while simultaneously improving public services. During his tenure, investments were made in education, healthcare, transportation, and housing. His administration also worked to strengthen the territory's relationship with the federal government while advocating for greater local involvement in governmental affairs. Perhaps one of his most significant milestones during his governmentship was the movement toward increased self-government.
Right.
Okay? The era helped to pave the way for future reforms that would give Virgin Islanders a stronger voice in their own political destiny. something that we do not value enough.
I hope they're listening.
I hope so, right? Now, after leaving office, Paiwanski remained active in civic affairs and public service. His impact on economic development, infrastructure, and modernization continues to be recognized today. That's right. Mind you, this man by 1911, 2026, still here. All right? Now, to the Cyril E. King Airport Terminal expansion and many of the tourism-related developments that followed can trace their roots back to policies implemented during his administration. Today, Ralph Paiwanski is remembered as a visionary leader who helped to guide the Virgin Islands through one of its most significant periods of growth, expansion, and modernization. And when you walk out there and you're putting on your big girl pants and your big boy pants, and make sure you understand that you too are a fruit of this tree. Okay?
Of course.
This is who we are as Virgin Islanders, and we are falling so far behind in terms of that VI pride. We don't only show it when we off our soil, but what we do while we're on our soil, the energy that we give to self. We're seeing everything way that and they say, how you do anything is how you're gonna do everything, right? How we show up for self. This was us showing up for self and making sure that we did the things necessary to protect our futures and our own interests.
It's about the people.
It
is. You know what I'm saying?
It always has been.
It's about the people at the Virgin Islands.
Okay? It always has been. So listen, how we getting so far away from it? I don't know. But Queen Mary said, done with that. So listen, shout out to the legacy, the life, and the family of Ralph Paiwanski. And thank you for all that you have done. All right. So I love sharing those. I always learn something new. And it's always great to see, how far we have come from those who fought to pave the way. Mind you, we don't sit down here and talk about me voting. He was an appointed governor. Appointed governor. So what are we saying? We prefer that?
But he was from, where was he born?
Right here.
Thank you.
Right here in U.S. Virgin Islands. A true Virgin Islander indeed. No, you say he was doing for one island and not the next, No. Expansion overall. So, and that I say because we have district-sized senators and representatives, right? The people that hold in the pen. Now, it's one thing to say, okay, yes, I run it for St. Croix. I feel personally, morally, regardless of what the law states, you should definitely be involved in the interests of St. Thomas as well. Make yourself known. Get on the ground and talk to the people. Show that you are a Virgin Islander through and through. It's not about, I only go around, only Croatians go vote for me, or only Tomians go vote for me. Who cares? You are a Virgin Islander first and foremost, because let me tell you, when we travel and we go to the States, Europe, otherwise military, business training, you name it, college, those lines are erased immediately. You walking on a grocery store and you have accent. You don't care if they're from St. Croix or St. Thomas. That's one are we on.
That's for sure.
When you're on the airport and you could literally and figuratively point out a Virgin Islanders based on how they walking, how they acting, how they moving, how they you even got hair, how they speak. You seen how they dress, the way they carry themselves. I'm telling you.
That's so interesting, because I think I've mentioned this one time, just being on Jamaica Avenue, and I'm just standing there just watching everyone.
Right.
And one guy rolls up to me and says, "What are you saying, Yadi?" And I look at him like,
Who?
What are you talking about? You don't know me.
Right.
He says, "You're from the islands." And I wondered, how did he figure that out?
Man.
Without even hearing me say a word.
Because you could see the thing. You could see who we be. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's true, Doug. And how we carry ourselves is unique. You know what I mean? And although we come from this archipelago, you can really pinpoint Virgin Islanders, even just from our jewelry. Jewelry alone. It's a Islander or somebody who has been touched by the soil, because you got to come here to get that. You have to know what it means to even want it, because there's so much meaning, there's so much history behind of it. You feel like you're part of something. There are people that I have introduced to these islands that came, fell in love, bought the jewelry, and everywhere they go in the world, people stop them and ask them about their hook bracelets, their Gucci chains, and this and that. You name it. We have so many unique ways of expressing ourselves. And it's only when we're off the soil that we really want to stand up straight, arch your back, tuck in your chin, show your shoulders back a little bit, and really show that VI pride. But when we're here on this soil where we love so much, what we represent out loud everywhere else in the world, while we're here, we don't want I want to say half-ass the thing, you know. Can't do that.
No, we cannot.
We can't do that.
You must represent at all times, even at home.
All the time.
I mean, we got young youths looking at us. You know, the kids are coming today. They're watching the individuals. They're waiting, looking for examples. You know?
Right. Best way to whitewash or to kind of like really dwindle down that VI pride is to give them an example that they themselves don't even care to follow, because it's like, oh, okay.
You know, I was having a little conversation with the gentleman them last night who was in on their forum, and their little meeting last night. And you know, it's interesting because it's like one of my questions is how are we now going to get the younger generation to come on out and vote?
Right, exactly.
You know, but one of the things that I kind of mentioned is that young people are looking for examples. They're looking for results. You know, and believe me, when we think that they're not really paying attention, they are paying attention.
Right.
You know, and if they're not seeing any changes, if they're not seeing any results, if they're not seeing any accountability, it discourages them.
All the time.
You know.
All the time, Doug. And it's one of those things that, you know, it's a little bit of a catch-22 because they're paying attention, and we said yes, right? What was it saying? Do as I say, not do as I do. That doesn't apply because they need an example. They need to see what it looks like.
Yes, they do.
They need to see what it looks like. They need an example to follow. And if you make them feel something, that VI pride don't come from you telling me to have VI pride. It comes from me experiencing VI pride. It comes from me witnessing VI pride. And then it's like, oh, that's me too. Now I feel like I have permission to express myself fully and really rock that VI pride in a way that I should. Whether it's on the soil or off the soil, whether it's at a jam or a graduation, whether it's on the job or in the home, you have to express that is who we are as a culture, as a people, how we cook, how we clean, how we act, how we speak, how we cuss, how we everything. This is we. All are we.
You know, there's one thing that if the people have not really noticed it or even listened to it, what's going on over in Burkina Faso.
Right.
A real leader is in his people.
That.
And look out for his people. And his strength is his people.
That's right.
I mean, look at that. Look at how many times they tried to assassinate him. And you know what his people did? The people, they slept outside his house because the man believes in his people, and he's doing for his people.
That's right.
So if he knows that if you put me there, I'm going to do it for you.
I'm gonna take it seriously.
And I don't see why we don't basically, wake up.
But you know what? I got to say, I always respect people who are not just willing to stand for something, but die for something.
Exactly.
Because you know that there are individuals who don't agree or who see the threat in your strength, in your posture, in your stance, in your ability to lead and make people follow. Right?
True.
And you're willing to continue along that road and say to yourself, it's worth it.
It is worth it. Your people is worth it.
You're everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth a lot. How many people gave their lives for us to sit here and have this conversation today?
Oh man. So much.
As black people.
You know.
Right?
They had fire bun going on. They had so much going on.
Talk to me now. And there's so much that took place. We don't talk about it, right? But it's such a fleeting mindset when you talk about this fire burn. But this was a series of events. There was a build up. There was a plot. There was the peak of all of it. And then there was so much that happened after that shaped these islands in a way that they are now. Right. And granted, we like to refer to the fire burn, myself especially, but we like to refer to the fire burn, but we don't really understand on a real like human scale, like experience level, all that came with it and how much you had to really in your head just knowing and envisioning different and better before you could even see it and stand for that. They don't call that delusion, you know.
No. I mean, you're looking at individuals who fought for what they believe in.
Right. Before they could even see it. They had no people to go off of to say, oh, you know what? It could be this. How do you know that?
They just knew that what was actually happening. They just knew that
what it was not okay. And we're right back here. But this time, we can't point at nobody and say, it's your fault, it's you, do we. No. This time, it's we.
That's
Are we strong enough to face the elephant in the room.
You know,
That's why I wanted to know.
I want to say, like, you know, I think the younger generation should put these nominees to the test. Yeah, come on out and vote. And let's see if they're going to do what they say they're going to do.
Right.
You know,
I think a lot more younger people, and I say so from the different generations, but I think a lot more young people are involved and are paying attention, even if they're not speaking out on it. You're really hearing the conversation. I have not entered a room where you're not hearing these conversations about who's running, what the reasons are, what makes sense, what don't make sense, who do what, who talking BS, and then the historians come out, and we have anonymous pages now, so lot of mercy. But you don't know who's doing things to conspire or take shots or whatever. That information is out and about, and it's up to you to do your research at the end of the day and make sure you're doing that, because just because it's on the internet don't mean it's true. But if it's on 101.3 Roe FM, you could take that to the bank. Guys, we'll be right back after these messages. We're going to pay some bills, and we'll be right back. It's me, your girl, Neeks, alongside
Doug Pompey.
That's right. That's right. Keep it locked. We'll be right back on 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI, and Bush T in the morning. Don't you touch that dial.
This is Donna Fred Gregory, your Democratic candidate for governor. In 2021, I successfully sponsored legislation to enact the Territorial Agriculture Plan with 8 mandates to boost local farming and strengthen our food security. This plan has not been fully implemented. It's time to get serious about building real agriculture business models, sustainable farming, and strong fisheries to produce our own food right here at home. Enough is enough. Time for results. On August 1st, vote Donna Fred Gregory for governor and Rodney Moorhead for lieutenant governor.
Paid for by VI Now for DFG.
This Father's Day, give Dad more than a gift. Give him something he'll remember from the Home Depot. Choose from grills for any style of cooking and grill accessories that will get him fired up and ready to sear. Because nothing says Father's Day like a brand new grill and hanging out outdoors with the grill master himself. Or build something together with savings on top brand power tools. Perfect for tackling projects and making memories side by side. Find the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day at the Home Depot.
Tired of your internet going down? Liberty True Fiber changes everything. Awarded the fastest internet in USVI by Ookla, Liberty is the only provider who can deliver 500 meg symmetrical speed starting at $75 a month. On St. Croix, True Fiber is available in Estate Diamond, downtown Christiansted, downtown Fredericksted, including Two Brothers, Smithfield, Wheel of Fortune, Clifton Hill, Mount Pleasant, Strawberry Hill, Barron Spot, Williams Delight, and more. Sign up at libertyvi.com/fiber and try it free for 30 days. Liberty VI, your world better connected.
Your teen may not always say, "I'm struggling," but withdrawing from family and friends, changes in sleep or appetite, losing interest in things they used to love, they need to know that you're paying attention, that you care, that they are never a bother. Have you checked in with your teen today? A few minutes of your time each day can make all the difference. Get conversation starters and mental health resources at doh.vi.gov/GenZ.
Now, auto and truck owners have been a part of the Virgin Islands community for generations. They're the pros that know how great employment in the Virgin Islands affects the quality of life for families. Napa pros treat every employee and customer like family because, let's face it, they probably are family. Napa's extensive part inventory include parts for new model cars and trucks, older model cars and trucks, and every island raga in between. And let's not forget the agriculture equipment parts and custom hydraulic hoses that Napa keeps in stock so our farmers can get the field plowed and our communities fed locally. Napa pros are proud to be a part of this community. Shop locally, shop Napa. Call 722-0155 for Napa. All your auto, truck, agriculture, and marine part needs today.
Parents, are you looking for a well-rounded summer camp? Interchanges, where the fun never stops and the adventure never ends. Presents 2026 Summer Camp. Face, Fantastic Adventure Camp Explosion. We offer academics, pool party, horseback riding, gaming and technology, fishing, cooking, music, art, bowling, Buck Island adventures, and fun-filled field trips. Last 8 weeks, June 8th to July 31st. Boys and girls ages 3 to 13 are welcome. Register May 23rd, 10 to 2 p.m. at Victorious Believers Church. Get your kids ready for a fantastic time. Stay connected on Facebook or call me, Miss Teatree, 340-719-1725. 340-719-1725. Block grant accepted.
The new 101.3 Roe FM. Hip-hop. The most hip-hop. WEVI. Frederick said. Christian said. St. Croix. Number 1 station in the world. A Lima Rose station.
This Father's Day, give Dad more than a gift. Give him something he'll remember from the Home Depot. Choose from grills for any style of cooking and grill accessories that will get him fired up and ready to sear. Because nothing says Father's Day like a brand new grill and hanging out outdoors with the grill master himself. Or build something together with savings on top brand power tools, perfect for tackling projects and making memories side by side. Find the perfect gift for Dad this Father's Day at the Home Depot.
The station for hip-hop, R&B, reggae, dancehall,
Zaga, zaga, zow, yo.
soca, calypso, everything Virgin Islands. The new 101.3 Roe FM.
You ready for carnival? Come for big tomato box. Baby, chum the rhythm box. Baby, chum the rhythm box. Baby, chum the rhythm. Wine. Hey, you ready for me? Lord have mercy. Sure. Yo, bend down, show me emotion. Move like a wave in the ocean. You got me hypnotized. The way how you shaking them thighs. Girl, bring it. Baseline of the kill it. Somebody top now. Girl, come take over the town. Come sit down on the beat. Hold on, girl. Wine on the big truck. Come to bump. Send back, girl. Let me mash up the structure now. Tick tock, work it. Hand on your knees, work it. Head to the ground, girl. Roll it around. It's just the rhythm.
Hey.
Lord, they call the girl them get on.
Talk to me now. Rhythm. 9 o'clock and you're feeling like walk the rhythm. Walk the rhythm. This is Big Sha with Walk the Rhythm. How you feeling? Gotta make sure y'all get up and out the bed. Yes, it's summertime, but we still got things to do. Bend up. Hey, I just so glad we put a name on our own style finally, dog. Because lad, do you know how many islands down this archipelago that do, bruh?
No, I don't.
Right, because we don't feel like it's only we that do this thing, but we've been doing this a long time. And, you know, Bram has now spilled over into all kinds of different Caribbean sounds, to include Bouillon, you know. People don't know that, but Daddy Friday went down the road. And this was ages and ages ago, but definitely, you know. And one of these days, I'm gonna share the in-depth story behind that. But oh man, if we only know the ways that we have contributed to so much, to include even down to hip hop, reggae, R&B, all of that stuff. Like, hey, it don't exist if a Virgin Islander ain't in it. All y'all, when I started the show, Timon was singing his remix, right? And during the song, he mentioned, he said, it ain't even VIP if you ain't got VI in it. Okay. I'm telling you.
You know, there's just one thing I've always observed here in the Virgin Islands living here is there's just so much talent all around.
Yeah. It'll just ooze on out the pores,
Yeah,
you know?
it's just...
But that's why we don't take it for granted, you know? Because we feel like we could just do things.
Well, it's true, you know, but it's something for us to build on.
It is.
You know.
And a lot of times, that's why a lot of our homegrown artists end up leaving and going to other places, because we just take what we're capable of as, that's that's small. You're not serious. Right?
Too nonchalant.
Right. It's a little too nonchalant because, and think about it. I mean, in nature is the same, because if you go to a cave of all, rare gems and stones, and they're everywhere in there, and you see not every day all the time, you can just be like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because really and truly, it's only man put a value on it.
Right.
For us, it's just beautiful just being there.
But that's what I tell everybody. Energy is the first and only real currency, because until you place energy behind something, it really doesn't have the value.
It doesn't.
We determine what the value is behind anything, and human beings are a ball of energy first. Do you know we radiate an aura 5 feet away from us at all times?
Of course.
At all times, like we're walking radiation. So, that being said, what we put into our body, what we allow into our space, what we accept as truths, all change that frequency. And you can see it. It changes color, right? They call it your aura, right?
Your aura, yeah.
Yeah, but it changes color depending on what's going on internally with you at the time. But we're like a light bulb, a beacon at all times.
I agree with that.
All times. So energy is really the first currency of all time. That's fact.
And you have it within you.
Always. But that's why you have to protect your energy. We just say that because, we wanted to do health and wellness and all that stuff. But no. It is a serious thing. You have to protect your energy. You have to feed and fuel your energy, You can't just take it for granted and feel it will just be there. So, but that being said, we have some of the best listeners in the wall right here at Bush Tea in the Morning, because Jenny, I see you, is always love. Listen, I love this girl bad. Love. Jenny went and did the work for me, because she said, look, Neeks, this is the Anamu bush. It grows wild. And she also said, I never knew this was an actual bush. She said, it stinks when it's cut.
It does. When you cut it, when you break that.
Right.
It has a high scent. It really does.
It does. And look, I was able to show you the picture. Now, we sitting here saying Anamu, but we didn't really know the name. And that's to show you all kind of things that be growing wild in what we call bush. Father listen, there's no such thing as coincidence in existence. God and coincidence cannot exist in the same realm at the same time. There is no such thing. It's too intentional. If everything plays a role in the ecosystem, right down to the smallest fibers and cells, right? On a cellular level, everything is intentional. What make you feel like coincidence is a thing for real? Fake news.
It's not no coincidence.
There's no such thing as a coincidence.
God don't make mistakes.
Right. So when we learn to be more intentional about self, what we see, what we feel, what we experience in life, you stop taking things as, it just happened. No, because that's how things end up tricking you. Tricking you out of self and your own aura and your own existence.
Originally, we weren't supposed to have been eating flesh. It was supposed to have been tilling the earth.
I know.
Eat from the earth.
Right.
So obviously everything, the plant that you see out there, there's a purpose for it.
Yes. But we always touching, always meddling in things. And giving meaning to it like you were there when at its inception. Imagine you weren't there when it was created, but you want to come and say, this is what it is. That's a real Christopher Columbus thing. That's a thing for real, to discover something and then be like, with a Christopher Columbus, everything. Oh my gosh, it's insane. But the more respect we have for Earth, for Mother Nature, and really just seeing ourselves as the beings we were created to be. I try to see life as it was intended to be and not as what mankind made it to be. And it makes such a huge difference in your everyday dealings, the things that you're able to open your eyes to be aware of, as well as to what you give value to. And that's important, because what you give value to, that's energy.
We just don't realize, and we just don't really grasp how great we are.
No, we
don't. From a creation from the Almighty, we really just
Listen,
don't.
We're so far removed from our abilities.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many abilities, but we're cut off from frequencies all the time. I mean, we wear shoes, so we don't ground as much. Now, grounding is a thing now, right? What's crazy is with the onset of all this information and technology and everything, AI and all the in-betweens, now you find so much information about things that we thought were so far-fetched. Right? Things that people were hung for, mind you.
Yes.
Because, witch!
Yes, for sure.
Everything from astrology and science backs all of it. Science literally backs all of it. All the stories in the Bible are backed by science. I went and did the research. And listen, oh my gosh. The Bible full of bam, full of bam. Yeah. But I see it as history and information, science, astrology, history, religion, all of it. You really can't have one without the next. It all supports each other. But hey, that's a story for another day. I am just so grateful that I see what this anamu bush looks like, and you're telling me you've experienced this pungent smell as well.
I've cut that bush so many times.
So when you're making this in the studio at how?
No, I've cutting a yard. I've actually seen it growing.
And not known the value.
That's true.
See, and look,
there's
the value again.
There's another plant that basically I saw online. I'm not quite sure of the name of it. And this plant basically grows wild, and it grows the purple flowers.
Oh.
Now, all this time, I'm thinking that this thing is a weed. Even the simple dandelion that you see that grow in the backyard, you think it's just a weed. It's a tea.
Yes.
All these things are there for us.
For a reason, right? We just call it weeds because they grow differently than we would prefer. So man, so much information, so much things to learn. Again, Jenny, thank you. Anamu bush tea. And now we know something that we didn't know yesterday.
I tell you.
I'm telling you now. Every time you see it, now you're gonna be like, "That's a bush tea,"
Well, I'm not gonna cut it down no more.
No, right. And look at how much it does. It not only is a bush tea, but this is like a tea of all teas. This is serious. This thing cures so much, and I want to use the word cure, but it aids with so many ailments, so many different things, to include even down to spirituality. And its pungent smell is for a reason, And granted, the French used to use garlic for just about everything. So the fact that it smells like that and it has that sulfur in it. Sulfur is something that you use for healing as well too.
Yes,
so
you do.
look at that. Right there in your yard. You didn't even know.
I'm telling you, man. Whoa.
Yes, guys. So we're going to pay some quick bills yet again. It's top of the hour. Crossing on over into the 9 o'clock hour, guys. It's Wednesday. Keep it locked. We'll be right back. It's 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI, and Bush Tea in the morning. I got Doug here in the studio with me. Lord, why biting my tongue? Here in the studio with me. I might need some Anamu tea. Guys, keep it locked. We're going to be right back after these brief messages. Don't touch that dial. Is your Homer business ready for a fresh new look? Phantom Eyes LLC has got you covered from top to bottom. From professional painting, power washing, tiling, masonry, cistern services, and deep cleaning, even yard cleanup. Phantom Eyes LLC does it all, and they do it right. We bring precision, reliability, and an eye for detail to every project. Big job or small job, your property is our priority. Call 340-226-3610 today and let Phantom Eyes LLC transform your space. Phantom Eyes LLC. If you can imagine it, we can improve it.
Wait, hold up. Isn't this the spot that used to be Spicy Grill?
Yeah, but now it's the Flaming Grill. Same great flavors, but even better vibes.
So what's on the menu?
Oh, everything your taste buds been craving. Barbecue chicken, baby back ribs, pork chops, lamb chops, ribeyes, New York steak.
Say less. I'm already hungry.
And don't forget the fresh grilled salmon, mahi-mahi, shrimp, and those rich fall off the bone oxtails.
Okay, now you're What about specials?
Well, they've got daily specials, and Tuesday is Roti Day.
Nice. What if I'm just in the mood for a burger?
They've got you covered. Chicken, steak, salmon, dolphin, and even veggie burgers. Plus fries, wraps, wings, fresh salads, and hot sides.
All right, I'm pulling up today.
Even better. Starting March 2nd, they've got extended hours.
How late we talking?
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Perfect for lunch or an early dinner run.
The Flaming Grill, formerly Spicy Grill, serving up bold flavor in St. Croix. Call ahead at 340-778-6270 and follow them on Facebook at The Flaming Grill STX.
Welcome to the new and improved My Lord Variety Store and Smoke Shop at our convenient Parent Spot Village Mall location. Discover a world of self-care delight from our soothing soap, enchanting essential oil, holistic scented body oil, to our traditional burning sages, therapeutic incense, and scented candle variety. We provide everything to make your senses come alive. We offer the most extensive range of rolling papers in the Caribbean. Pre-rolled comb, filter tips, rolling tray, exotic bomb, pipes, lighters, grinder, and a wealth of both CBD and hemp products. We've got ice cold drinks, liquor, don't forget it, blend, and we got blunt. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Sunday, 365 days a year. Call 340-779-3564 or 340-690-5043 and follow us on social media at My Lord Variety Store, conveniently located in the Barron Spot Village Mall, Bay 14, St. Croix, USVI. The new and improved My Lord Variety Store and Smoke Shop.
Are you looking for another source of income while earning an in-demand marketable trade that enhances your resume? If so, the Virgin Islands Air National Guard is the best kept secret of the Air Force that provides you these opportunities and so much more. Take advantage of these amazing benefits while serving locally in your community 1 week in a month and 2 weeks a year. To learn more, contact your Virgin Islands Air National Guard recruiter at 340-277-8026.
Good day, this is Stacy Plaskett. For years I've fought to bring resources, opportunities, and investment home to the Virgin Islands. And while we've made some progress, it frustrates me when I see our families doing everything right, yet still feel like they're falling behind. People are tired of blackouts, healthcare falling short, schools failing our children, tired of excuses. As your delegate, I can secure funding, but I cannot direct how those resources are used. That's the job of a governor. And after watching too many families continue to struggle while progress is delayed, I've decided to use my fight and work here at home. We deserve progress we can see and feel. That's why Milton Potter and I are asking for the privilege of your next governor and lieutenant governor. Two proven leaders, one team delivering the future our families deserve. I'm Stacy Plaskett, running with Milton Potter. On August 1st, look for number 2. Vote for the power of 2.
Sponsored by VIAC.
St. Croix, on Saturday, June 27th, McAdoo and the Farm present the ultimate all-white experience. It's a cancer bashment. And live inside the farm, we're bringing out the heavy hitter. It's DJ Genius and Mr. Energy, DJ Chubby, Party Jesus, Star General, DJ Terrorist, DJ Anyo, and the St. Croix Party Rocker, DJ Khan, and Selecta Cruz. It's the hottest dancehall, hip-hop, and soca all night long. So fella, get ready to step out fresh and clean. And lady, come out in your sexiest white outfit. Doors open 8:30 sharp. Advance tickets are only $25, $40 at the door. Tickets available right now at the farm, and that's strictly the best clothing. It's an all-white experience. The Cancer Bash, Saturday, June 27th at the farm. Don't you miss it.
Ay, springtime is here.
And the place still full of junk. Old fridge, broken couch, boxes everywhere.
You serious? Hurricane season is right around the corner. You try and let our stuff fly away, man.
Oh, nah. I gotta clean up fast.
Then call Julian's Trucking right now.
Wait, they pick up junk?
More than that. They got bins from small to large, 10, 20, 30, even 40-yard bins delivered right to you.
And picked up when I'm done?
You know it. Load it up, clear it out, done.
That's spring cleaning made easy.
Declutter your yard? Check. Clean up your home? Check. Hurricane ready? Check, check.
I'm calling now. What's the number?
Just call 340-277-9093 or 340-277-8510 today.
Julian's Trucking. Clear it out and clean it up now.
Bins delivered, junk removed, property cleared. Get ready for spring and stay ready for hurricane season with Julian's Trucking.
Feel the rhythm.
Catch the excitement and win big this May at Caravel Casino. Sundays, it's Flat Screen Frenzy from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. every hour. One winner scores $500 cash and one lucky envelope holds a 65-inch flat screen TV. Thursday night, the fun returns. Bingo is back at 7 p.m. Earn 200 points Wednesday and Thursday to grab your cards. To 3 per player with 8 games. Growing carryover bonus. It just keeps getting better. Fridays, we bring the heat with our Boardwalk Bonanza drawings from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Win $500 cash every hour. And don't forget, every Tuesday and Saturday, Caravel Club members get free slot play based on their card level. Fun, and cash. Only at Caravel Casino in downtown Christiansted.
From the VI Radio Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Rob Carolyn. We've got a weak tropical wave near 60 degrees west this morning, and that's going to be working its way towards us. May lead to a little bit of cloudiness later this afternoon and perhaps a shower or two towards evening and perhaps overnight into tomorrow. It doesn't have, as I said, a lot of moisture associated with it. We've got a relatively dry air mass in place. Looks like moisture will hang around probably through tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll start to get back into some more Saharan dust over the weekend. Partly to mostly sunny this morning, partly sunny this afternoon, with a chance of a shower by late in the day, 85 to 90. We could see a couple of showers around tonight, lows 75 to 80. Sun and clouds tomorrow, maybe a passing shower or two, 85 to 90. Then partly sunny, breezy Friday, 85 to 90. Offshore, east winds today, they're going to run at about 5 to 15 knots. The waves 1 to 3 feet, less off the western side of the islands. Your chance of rain offshore this morning, less than 30%. From the VI Radio Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Rob Carolyn.
Yes, guys, and we are back. That's right. Make sure you stir it up, nice and hot, and make sure you don't burn your lip. You gotta blow and sip slow. It's 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI, and Bush Tea in the morning, each and every weekday morning, right here on the island's hottest. It's your hostess with the mostest, your girl Neeks, and I got Doug here in the studio as well. He stepped out for 2 seconds, but guys, listen. So short little update on this show. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and each and every Wednesday we like to have those guys with the Street Addressing Initiative right here in the studio with us. Unfortunately, however, today, we're going to have to take a rain check on this conversation in particular, just because, we are mourning in our territory. One of their past employees is being buried today. So for that matter, I gotta say, guys, my deepest condolences to the entire department. Also sending love and positivity your way. And to the individual that passed, thank you for your service in our community and in our territory. Clearly, your impact was impactful, because you've touched the lives of those, not just who you worked with, but those who are still there. So thank you so much, and shout out to the Office of the Lieutenant Governor, and everyone that's affected, the families, the friends, the loved ones. Our heart goes out to you. And for that, I say, join me in a brief moment of silence for this life that is not going to be forgotten. All right, guys. So let's get on into our tea time of the day. We already mentioned what a bush is today, and we have some Anamu bush tea, and we found out that it grows wild. Imagine that, and that's the thing. I like to ask certain questions and whatnot, and share what I've been finding with you guys. Because shout out to Jennifer for making sure that she sent me not just a photo of it, but her experience as well. And once Doug got to see it, he said, he's definitely cut it a few times before, just cut your yard. You think it's just wild bush growing, but there is no such thing as just wild bush. Everything has a purpose. Everything in existence has a purpose and a place. Okay, so now you know the rest of the story. But he said, even cutting it, he said, smell is like one of those stink bugs that is very pungent. So we learn something every day right here on Bush Tea in the morning. So let's get into some community highlights, all right, and then we're gonna get into some community news as well. So yesterday we didn't get to talk too much about what was going on either. We got into our topic. The topic was a nice hot one as that, because as you know, it's a political season, a political year, and we have the most candidates I have ever seen myself. Okay, if there have ever been more, please let me know, correct me. But as far as I know, in the research that I did, this is the most that we've seen for an election year. And historically, there's a lot of information to take in. It can even feel overwhelming at times, because you're trying to look past personalities, last names, who they fought, where they've been, who liked them, who they're friends with, and all of that stuff. You're really trying to hear the information in order to make the right decision. Now, on top of that, I saw somebody post today. Shout out to Shonda Walker. She said, I seen all these food flyers, and support flyers going out, but we're not hearing the points. We're not hearing what they're standing for. We're not hearing the platforms. So we want to hear that, put that in front of, the food sales, the soup sales, the chicken sale, the fish fry, and all of that good stuff. We want to hear what are the points, because, and listen, this is what the pressure really looks like, especially at a time where we feel like we have so much to really tackle in our community, economy-wise, infrastructure-wise, healthcare, education. Really and truly, if you think about it, there's no area of government that's actually performing at capacity. And I say at capacity because we ain't even going to start talking about beyond capacity. We're talking about what the standard is. What is the status quo? And it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as what I have seen and I've experienced, there's really no area of government that is actually performing at capacity right now. Now, that's not to say we're going to take away from that has been done and the accomplishments that have been achieved, because yes, and we're going to ring the call bell for that, because there is a lot of work that has been done. There is a lot of individuals that have put their best foot forward, and there is a lot that we have accomplished over the years. And let's just give it a timeline from, let's say, the hurricanes, right, in 2017. Next year is going to make it our 10-year anniversary since Irma Maria pummeled their way through our community, okay? Now, that being said, we still have a lot of work to do, okay? And the timelines, the money that we've either, missed opportunities for, wasted, lost, whatever the case is, we really have to be a little bit more aggressive in making sure that these islands do not go backwards. We got to continue progressing forward, and we're really interested as a people in terms of what it looks like, because we're all affected. When the system doesn't work, it affects all of us, okay? And that being said, the pressure is on. The pressure is on. The pressure is on. Yes. So don't run from it. If you're about it, be about it for real. The community just wants to hear from you on a real grassroots level, real down to earth, real, keep it real, because we don't have any more room for fluff. Okay. And that's what the real message is. Let's get into our community highlights of the day. All right. Hundreds of cancer survivors, caregivers, volunteers, and supporters gathered at the educational complex as the annual Relay for Life marked its 25th anniversary on St. Croix. Organizers reported strong participation and fundraising efforts aimed at supporting cancer patients and families throughout the territory. All right. Shout out to that and everybody that participated. We had a lot of teams that were on the track. So, and we had a little precipitation. So if that discouraged you from showing up, we understand. All throughout this archipelago, when people don't be in the rain. But to everybody that came out and supported and made it through, we, the people, thank you. Definitely great initiative there. Now, the St. John Conservation Corps continued recruiting young adults as ages 18 to 30 for paid environmental training opportunities. Participants will receive hands-on experience in conservation, trail restoration, environmental stewardship, and workforce development. We need that. Work with that. Now, community volunteers and preservation advocates continue restoration work on historic step streets and public spaces throughout Charlotte and Mali. The project focuses on preserving cultural landmarks while improving accessibility and safety for residents and visitors. Also, community organizations throughout the territory are hosting awareness initiatives encouraging men to prioritize annual physicals, cancer screenings, blood pressure checks, and preventative healthcare activities through the month of June. I also want to remind you guys that Friday here on the island of St. Croix, Department of Health has their health and wellness fair. Okay, so make sure and you check that out. It's going down at Central in the, I want to say in the gym. So make sure you go and check that out. A big initiative that's taking place right here on the Big Island. You don't want to miss that. Everything is FREE free. So if you know you don't have insurance, this is an opportunity for you to get your full scale workup, checkup, all of that good stuff, and stay on top of things. Catch something before it becomes a real problem. If you have an ailment, don't be shy. Trust your healthcare providers to point you in the right direction, or at least get you in the best level of treatment. All right, and then make sure that you are also doing your very best on your own to take care of yourself as well, because health is wealth. All right, you can't make another dollar if you're down in the ground. So make sure that you are not prioritizing anything, to include the hustle over your health. Okay, and you can't say, oh, I gotta take care of this person and take care of that person. You're not taking care of yourself, because much like when you're flying in the sky, that I always tell you, make sure you secure your own face mask before you try to on others, because I help somebody if you're in trouble. Okay, if you're in an urgent emergent situation, you're not much use to anyone else. So take care of self. Make sure you are utilizing all of the resources that our community provides. We can't just sit down and say what we don't have. Make sure you're utilizing what we do have. All right. Now, also, several nonprofit organizations and youth-serving agencies are opening registration for summer enrichment programs focusing on academic, sports, arts, leadership, development, technology, and career exploration opportunities. So, yes, lots of summer youth programs. And I got to say, I'm really, really happy with the ones that I chose for my little ones, because they're getting experiences that, they will probably have to go through several different programs to get, and they're getting them in one program. So shout out to all the coordinators of these programs as well too, because you can see how we are progressively thinking forward with everything from STEM to agriculture, community involvement and making sure that they're doing the beach cleanups, they're doing youth empowerment, they're teaching kids how to focus on their development, they're doing tutoring, education, you name it. There's something for everyone. And we got to keep them active and keep them busy because these devices are kind of running their lives. So shout out to all of the program coordinators, and we the people appreciate you. Oh, yes. All right. So moving right along, we have some, there you are. We have some topics that I wanted to talk about as well. But before we do so, I want to make sure that I share what is going on along these shores in these Virgin Isles, right? So young adults across the territory are being encouraged to apply for the Conservation Corps program. It is an initiative designed to provide paid job training while improving environmental resources throughout the Virgin Islands. The program targets individuals between the ages of 18 and 30, as we mentioned during our community highlights, right? And it offers hands-on experience in trail restoration, environmental conservation, habitat protection, coastal management, and public land stewardship. Participants gain valuable workforce skills while contributing directly to projects that help to preserve the territory's natural beauties. Oh yes, these emeralds always need polishing. Okay, program leaders say the goal extends beyond conservation work. Participants develop leadership skills, teamwork experience, professional certifications, and practical career pathways that can lead to future employment opportunities in environmental science, tourism, public service, construction, and natural resource management. For many young adults, the program provides an opportunity to earn income while building skills and contributing to meaningful projects that benefit their communities and future generations. I love that. Now, speaking of preservation, historic preservation efforts continue gaining momentum as volunteers, preservation groups, and community organizations work together to restore historic pathways and landmarks in Charlotte Amalie. Organizers say the restoration work is more than maintaining old infrastructure. Historic pathways tell stories about the people who built and lived in the Virgin Islands centuries ago. Preserving these spaces helps to ensure that future generations can experience an important part of the territory's history for years to come. The restoration effort has also become a community building project, bringing together residents, students, historians, architects, and volunteers who share a commitment to protecting Virgin Islands heritage. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, also, libraries, educators, and nonprofit partners throughout the Virgin Islands have launched summer reading initiatives designed to help students remain academically engaged during the school break. The programs encourage students and children to continue reading while schools are closed. Parents, I cannot urge this enough. At least 1 or 2 books a week is not that hard, especially children's books. Children's books are easy, right? And what it does is it keeps their mind engaged and it keeps them from forgetting the information that they just learned over the school. Retention. We have a retention issue, Comprehension and retention. That's what we really got to focus on in our territory. All right. And you only get that through support efforts. Now, while schools are closed, they're doing reading challenges, book clubs, storytelling sessions, educational activities, and incentive-based learning opportunities. Educators have long emphasized that maintaining reading habits throughout the summer can help students retain skills and begin the next school year with greater confidence. Me just say so? So parents are being encouraged to make reading a daily activity, whether through library visits, community programs, or home-based learning. Organizers hope that the initiative will strengthen literacy while making learning enjoyable and accessible for students of all ages. And listen, a book. Let them read a book, not a device. Okay, that's something for when you're older and your brain has completely finished developing, your prefrontal cortex is closed. That's when that's a benefit for you. Give them the books. All right. It's just about how they process the information and being able to retain and comprehend the information that they're reading. You cannot just depend on devices. Yes, we are in an age of advancement and all this great stuff, but we have to stay true to the core in order for that advancement to even really matter. Right?
That's true.
Yes. So, All right, now local farmers are preparing for summer harvest season. Farmers throughout the territory are preparing for one of the busiest periods of the year as summer growing conditions begin taking shape. Agricultural producers are focusing on fruits, vegetables, herbs, root crops, and specialty products that supply local markets and roadside vendors. Many growers report that weather conditions earlier this year created challenges, but preparations are underway to maximize production during the upcoming harvest cycle. Community agriculture advocates continue encouraging residents to support local farmers and expand backyard gardening efforts. Agricultural leaders say food security remains an important issue for island communities, making local production increasingly valuable. So farmers are also participating in educational outreach designed to introduce younger generations to agriculture as both a career path and cultural tradition. So that and more right here on Bush Tea in the morning. Gotta make sure y'all stay on the up and up of what's going on along our shores. So talk to me, Doug.
That's the key.
Okay.
Agriculture is definitely a key.
Oh, big key.
I honestly don't understand how come it's not our industry.
One of, right? Why
That's
we don't
right.
export? We have the land.
We have the land.
Opportunities.
Yeah, you see,
we have the resources. We have government funding and grants and all kinds of things. Why are we not doing it? But there are other islands that are. How?
Well, see, that's why I mentioned about the Ibrahim Traoré in Burkina Faso, is that now you have people, you have farming, they're exporting. They have a tomato processing plant. They have a ketchup plant. They have very different plants. They actually process these stuff.
I think we need factories as well too.
Yes, we do here. We do.
And then not only that, but Doug, let me tell you something. I learned something recently, right? And I was diving down somebody's rabbit hole, and that sounded weird, but
yeah. But go ahead.
But I'm saying, at the end of the day, I started to really research what it takes to run a farm, like industry-wise, right? And in order to meet industry standards, and which change on a regular basis, I learned as well. And whether you're farming plants, crops, or animals, right? Animal produce. At the end of the day, the materials needed, even down to silos, ridiculous, because now you have to also be able to store and preserve your crops or your produce, right, for long periods of time, not extended periods of time, but long periods of times. And through rain, rain is a big issue where crops are concerned because mold. And we live in a territory where we don't just deal with mold because of moisture. We deal with mold and all kinds of things because we have a lot of salt in the air.
Right.
Corrosion is an issue, and not only that. So now we have corrosion and all those things and those problems. But did you know one piece of machinery like a tractor, right? Special machinery used to clear land and toil the soil and all that kind of stuff. Listen, $100,000 is like sale price. That's like a steal of a deal. $500,000 is where it starts at typically. And when I'm looking at what these machineries do, and it's, you need this one, and then you need this one, and then you need this one, and this one, and then you need this extra part to put onto this one, I was like, what? Maybe this is a part of why we haven't really dived into the agricultural things as yet, isn't it?
No.
Wouldn't you think so?
It can't, because we have an agricultural department.
Of course.
And this is where I feel that the agricultural department is supposed to play a role. And this is the role that, this is just my little brains thinking that they're supposed to house these equipments. They support the farmers, right? Probably for a small feed, they go to the farmers.
How many farmers can use the same equipment though?
Lots. All.
At the same time, if we all growing and producing. And
hey, listen, you got to till the earth,
of
right?
course.
Okay, you if you have a machine that basically can go from different farms, and these people ain't got 1 acres. They got acres.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I know right now you can get an agricultural license for $1. $1 mela.
Well,
I know that ain't a song, but $1 mela. I'm telling you. That's great.
So my thing is, I feel that if the government really gets involved and agriculture gets involved and we really want to do something, really can because we have properties to do it.
We have the properties, but you know, how many people are actually versed in agriculture? Who's actually doing the toilet? We don't talk about this agriculture thing so much, but I don't see nobody out there rolling up their sleeves and stuff. I mean, it's mostly you see it down in the West, right? And I gotta say a huge shout out to Seja Farms because they do a lot of community initiatives, and they cater to the kids and they have community service efforts and all kinds of stuff and whatnot. But outside of that, I don't really see or hear too much of outside of people growing in their backyard or they own their own land, so they do a little something here and there.
But people are leasing properties from the government.
Okay.
For farming. Okay.
Yes, that I know.
We're supposed to help to till. The department's supposed to help to till. They help to research, to find wells, to drill wells, so these people can have their water to irrigate their plants. Now, if the government also too, and I think there was something before in the past, I'm not quite sure, where basically it was a question of basically taking these produce and packaging them, right, and exporting them. Now, we have stores here that can buy, which the stuff that's coming in from outside is more expensive than what we grow here.
Right.
You know, so you have stores here in the Virgin Islands. You got St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John,
right,
that we can also sell to. And then at the same time, with the surplus that we have, we can also export.
Correct.
But first, we basically deal with the Virgin Islands.
Right. And there's seasonal times for everything as well, too. We don't grow all the same things around all year long. But I like now. Imagine, I was just telling someone a story when I was doing more tourism-based work, right? And we would be the ones to greet anybody who's coming off the ships for the first time. And in doing so, we hear their requests. We hear the things that they're interested in experiencing based on, you know, what little knowledge they have of the Virgin Islands prior to getting here. That being said, there was one situation that would always stand out to me. This woman, she was so excited about finding mangoes and pineapples and fruits and stuff. She wanted real Caribbean fruits. And I pointed her in the direction of the best available taxi. Because, of course, you know, public transportation isn't really a thing, much less for tourists over here on the Big Island, right? Right.
Tourists is one thing, but we got locals that live here every day,
and they're at work.
And some of them needs to have transportation.
Correct. Now, granted, right? She wanted to get transportation just so she could go get the produce, and she wanted to make sure she could get it before the ship leaves. We pointed her in the direction of a taxi who was able to drive her around, take her where she needed to go. We talked to them and everything and whatnot. This individual ended up taking her to Plaza Extra to get mango and pineapple and when she came back at the end of the day, her face had looked so defeated. And I stopped her and I said, "Hey, how was it? Were you able to find what you needed?" And she said, "Well, you know, the taxi guy, he wasn't very pleasant, and you know, he seemed like he was very irritated at what we were trying to find, and he took me to a local grocery or whatnot." And I said, what was it called? Do you remember? And she said, "I think it's Plaza." And I said, my face went, "Oh?" And she said, "Yes." And I went in there, and granted, they had some stuff, but when I picked up the mangoes, I saw made in Colombia.
This is my point.
Dog! Listen, I really just could not fathom that this is the experience that we allowed this individual to have. Now, she's going to tell that story forever.
Now, look at this, right? You got the plantation down there, right? They bring people come in, they invite people, they come in, right?
Right.
To look at their whole facility and all that stuff, right? They're planning, they're processing and all that. What we doing? What plant do we have? What do we have to process our stuff that we can actually bring a tourist in and say, "Hey, look, this is what we do. We make with the mangoes, we make jams. This is what we do with our..." We have nothing.
Nothing.
No one is basic, and this is just not the people. This is the government. You know, these are the people who we have in place. Basically, are supposed to say, "Hey, listen, you know, that process down there, that plantation. I mean, come on, they talking about locals coming in and making investments, which I'm not quite sure, but this is what they're talking about. That
right?
Where is our plants for our produce?
Right.
that we can package, we can bottle,
that we should be selling at the dock
yeah.
all the time, that we should have near the airports where people are coming in and saying, oh my gosh, seasonally we're always producing something on all these islands. Why are we not situated to where people can have these experiences when tourism is our number one industry in the territory? It don't make sense to me. The one ain't carrying over.
Well, you know, I'm not against tourism, but I feel it shouldn't be number one. I feel food should be number one.
Well, we're not mastering
No,
just
we're
about
not.
anything else.
See, that's
So
what
we
I'm
can't
saying.
want to take away what is and what has worked.
We need to master it.
That's right.
Because if anything happens in the mainland and nothing comes down here, we are stuck. No tourism.
And it's we alone going to eat them.
So my thing is, why don't we basically package these stuff and send them to sell to different countries?
Hey, we got a caller, Doug. We got a caller. Good morning, caller. How are you? You're on the air at 101.3.
Good morning.
I do agree that food has to be first, because if we continue eating how we eat it, then later on look at your health.
That's right.
If you have to put your money in all medical bills, guess what? You defeat the purpose of you living at the end of life.
Right. Speak a little louder for us,
That's
caller.
good.
You sound far away.
And as you could see, what they do with the elderly, with health care and pension and that, the cost of living and everything, it's
right.
Years up. So we have to change the education system so the young people know when they want to grab a snack, they grab a fruit. So I was glad you were talking this morning and what you were saying was so beautiful and you're on point. We need to eat more healthier.
Thank you.
We need to do that.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no
Definitely. We
problem.
got to take care of ourselves all the time. Cause nobody gonna do it for we. Nobody coming on the White House and saying, Rapunzel, Rapunzel.
No, they're not.
And it's not just, it's so sad to say, 'cause I have kids too.
Yes.
You don't know if your kids can look back and come and help you.
Exactly. You don't know.
Don't know.
And the way life is going right now, more and more people are being found in their arms months after they and nobody know.
That's right.
So we're getting further and further away from the real family rooted ways of living. And it's sad, but it's a reality that we had better be aware of. So I'm glad that you mentioned that now. And the reason for that is what we put the onus on, right? If we're constantly using resources like phones, this, that, and the other in order to raise our kids, then what onus are we actually putting on them to value us, right? It's not a whole lot
Well, you see,
that value.
that's why I tell them from 15, I always keep on saying from since 2018, God tell me to stay and tell me to try to keep on pushing it.
Right.
If we don't change the education system where we're paying the young people from 15 to go into the trade,
Yes.
pay them, teach them, and let them be more part of the community. Even tourism would be doing good. Hospitality, a big part. Everybody has pride.
Correct.
Guess what?
You know, I
Everybody
think,
and benefits from that.
I agree. You know, we got to show the young people them the value of what we have to
Yes,
offer.
absolutely.
If they don't see the value, what are you going to go for? Why are you thinking about coming back to St. Croix to do anything if we don't show them that you have the good value of living here?
Exactly.
You know, so these are the areas of where we lack. You know, and we need to make those changes so our young people can come back and actually enjoy what they're doing and actually see that it's profitable.
Right.
You know, we just can't
And
continue.
as long as we've been, voting and being part of the democracy, we still don't vote for the presidency. Why that hasn't changed after
Honestly, hey, I feel you on that conversation, but until we tighten up how we to vote here, we have 27,900 registered voters didn't even participate in our local voting system last election season. Until we get out under wraps, I don't even want to hear about a president because we're not ready to make those kinds of votes yet. We need to focus on what affects us directly first before we worry about jumping out the pot and ending up in the fire. You know?
Sorry. What we need to get on the wrap is accountability.
I agree with that.
Yes.
We need to impeach people when they're doing bad things.
I agree.
Hey, we need to get real serious about that. Hold those standards and hold people's hands to the fire when it comes to you sitting in a position, and not because we like you or who you're from, where you're from, or how you dress, or what you can do. Can you do the job? Because we're all affected by the job, near and far. Okay, so thank you, Reggie, for joining us today. We gotta wrap up right now.
All right, see you guys.
All right, thank you, Reggie.
You have a good one, brother. Thank you.
Always. Guys, yes, that was another awesome rendition of Bush Tea in the morning, each and every weekday morning, right here on 101.3 Roe FM, WEVI. It's always a pleasure having a nice hot with you, whatever your preference of breakfast beverage is. All right, make sure you blow and you sip slow. Don't burn your lip, okay? All right, thank you, Doug, for joining us here on the show as well.
You're welcome, my ladies. Stay blessed, my people.
Always, guys. And until next time, I gotta say a huge thank you to our sponsors, My Lord Variety Store and Smoke Shop, the Flaming Grill STX, and Liberty VI. Also gotta say a huge shout out to Summer Sibley Brown. You had our first, the 340 exchange last night. It was absolutely awesome. Shout out to all the constituents, everybody that participated. Shamari, Mo, and I don't want to say this wrong, I can't remember. But just listen, guys, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's how it goes down. Make sure you tune in right here on 101.3 Roe FM WEVI. All right, for more information. Stay locked into the conversations. Treat each other well. Keep it locked right here on 101.3 Roe FM WEVI. And until next time, I'll see you later.
Going down. Liberty True Fiber changes everything. Awarded the fastest internet in the USVI by Ookla, Liberty is the only provider who can deliver 500 meg symmetrical speed starting at $75 a month. On St. Croix, True Fiber is available in Estate Diamond, Downtown Christiansted, Downtown Fredericksted, including Two Brothers, Smithfield, Wheel of Fortune, Clifton Hill, Mount Pleasant, Strawberry Hill, Barron Spot, Williams Delight, and more. Sign up at libertyvi.com/fiber and try it free for 30 days. Liberty VI, your world better.
Are you looking for another source of income while earning an in-demand marketable trade that enhances your resume? If so, the Virgin Islands Air National Guard is the best kept secret of the Air Force that provides you these opportunities and so much more.